After all the sacrifices I made for her, after all the love I poured in, after the sleepless nights, the prayers, the patience, she left me, just walked away. But God didn't. I met her in a place I thought was safe, church. She smiled like peace, she prayed like fire, and I thought surely this is it. We fasted together. We cried at the altar together. We made plans, dreamed dreams. I gave her my time, my money, my heart. Even when I had nothing left for myself, I gave it anyway. When her world was falling apart, I held her together. I showed up for her more than I showed up for myself. Because love, true love, I thought, was supposed to cost you something. But something changed. The warmth in her eyes turned cold. The calls became fewer. The messages shorter. The silence louder. I asked, "Are you okay?" She said she just needed space. I prayed, I waited, I stayed hopeful. Until the day she said it clearly. "I don't love you anymore." She said God was leading her elsewhere. Just like that, after everything, she left. I wish I could say I was strong, but I wasn't. I broke. I cried in the shower where no one could hear. I stopped eating. I stopped smiling. And worst of all, I started questioning God. I whispered, "Lord, why? Why would you let me give so much, only to be left with nothing? Where were you when my heart shattered?" One night in my darkest hour, I picked up my Bible, not out of habit but out of desperation. I let it fall open. My eyes landed on one verse, Hebrews 13:5. "I will never leave you nor forsake you." I wept, not because she left, but because God stayed. I realized I had placed my identity in her, my joy, my worth, my hope. It was all wrapped up in someone who was never meant to carry that weight. Only God can love us with forever love. Only He stays when everyone else walks away. And so I began to heal. Slowly, quietly, I stopped asking, "Why did she leave?" and started asking, "What are you teaching me, Lord?" I began walking again, praying not out of pain but out of purpose, worshiping with a new kind of fire, the kind that comes from surviving something that should have destroyed you. Hey, if this story feels like yours, leave a broken heart emoji but God in the comments. Share this with someone who's healing from heartbreak. And if you're still listening, it means you're stronger than you know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay with us for more stories that remind you God is still writing your ending. Looking back now, I'm grateful she left, because if she hadn't, I might have never realized just how much I was settling. She was never the source. God was. God is. And He used the breaking to bring me closer to Him. I started serving again, mentoring others who have been broken just like me. I started smiling again, not because life got easier, but because I finally knew where my strength came from. And one day I'll love again, but this time with wisdom, with boundaries, with prayer leading me, not emotion. So if someone left you, after all the love you gave, after everything you did for them, and you're wondering if you'll ever be okay, let me remind you, God never left. He saw every tear. He heard every silent prayer. He felt every crack in your heart. And while people may walk away, God stays. He remains. He restores. She left me, but God didn't. And now I know what she walked away from was never greater than what God is walking me into.